Tonight in Dallas, there's a new union backing police officers. Until now, the three largest police associations have represented black officers, Latino officers, and just officers at large. But this new union is for the ladies. Andrea Lucia goes one-on-one with the president about her goals.
We're kind of, I don't know, shaking up the boys club a little bit, I guess you could say.
Officer Jennifer Atherton is president of the newly formed Dallas Police Women's Association, a union that took her nearly a decade to form.
I don't know if you've seen the movie The Heat with Sandra Bullock.
Wait for my 3 count. 1, 2. Unbelievable.
There's one line in there where she says, you know, we're not supposed to say this out loud, but it's hard being a woman in law enforcement.
That line hit home with Atherton and others who began talking about the need for their own organization.
A lot of us felt like our voices were not being heard, being taken seriously.
They first banded together as an informal group they dubbed the Sisters of DPD. And their first challenge was the lack of lactation rooms.
Women were sitting at substations on the toilets.
Female officers found empty rooms going unused at substations and, in their free time, cleaned them, painted them, and had furniture donated. But getting some male members of the command staff adjusted to the idea, well, that took a little longer.
And what do we call it? And I would say, well, it's a lactation room. Like, oh, I don't want to call it that. I don't think we should call it that. This was in 2018, 2019.
The group also asked the department for bulletproof vests designed to fit women.
They weren't fitting properly. It was, uncomfortable.
Have you gotten a replacement?
Yes, immediately. Nobody had brought it to their attention. It just hadn't been brought up.
Now that the group is officially a union, Atherton has her sights set on an even bigger goal.
Long-term goal is to change the culture.
It's a big goal.
It is.
A poll of women working for Dallas Police, she says, found nearly everyone has in their career faced some sort of discrimination or harassment.
We start to accept certain behavior as just normal, as just part of the job, like calling somebody young lady. Things like, well, I'm going to speak to your husband instead of you about this issue.
Atherton says it's not a Dallas police problem, but one president policing nationwide. And while she's not sure her union will succeed in changing anything, she says they have to try.
And honestly, my only goal is to make this place better for the women and the women that are coming behind us.
In Dallas, Andrea Lucia, CBS News, Texas.